While beautiful, the Montana wilderness is vast and often unforgiving. It's why backcountry hunters often use horses and mules to pack in and out. Here's the tale of a lucky horse who had to find his own way out. A bit ribby and a few battle scars, but mostly unscathed. Marshall seems quite happy to be munching away on his hay. Not too long ago, he found himself on his own, lost in the Pioneer Mountains. Of course, that wasn't the plan. In mid-September, Marshall started off with his owner, Tom Mua, and a friend, trekking deep into the wilderness for a hunting trip. Once they got to their camping spot, they tied Marshall and another horse tightly to a tree, then headed out to hunt. The trouble started when they got back.
Something was off. We got there and, we had one black horse and a set of bridles and halter hanging from a tree with no horse. We just immediately freaked. We're like, did someone steal him, or did, a bear or something come by and spook him? But after, looking at the ground, everything looked fine. They weren't digging, nothing. They just, their tracks were, they're just standing still.
And so the search for Marshall began. After hours of looking, Mua says he came across Marshall in a meadow. But turns out Marshall wasn't quite ready to be caught.
He was just not having us. Something spooked him when I was trying to catch him, and he just took off and just kind of disappeared.
Mua and his friends spent 3 days searching for Marshall before they had to leave. He even came back several times, but still nothing. So they put up flyers and spread the word, hoping against all odds that they would find him.
I thought for sure that, maybe a bear or a wolf might have gotten him, or he might have fell off a cliff.
Remarkably, Marshall was still alive, and nearly 2 months later found his way back to camp where another hunter was staying.
He said that he went up there to go hunt with his buddies, and they got up there and they're like, oh, there's other people in here. Come to find out, there was no one. There was just Marshall walking the meadows, just feeding and cutting all this trash in the meadows.
This time, Marshall was ready to go home, and his family beyond happy to welcome him.
Pretty skinny right now, but we're fattening him up. He's a free-for-all. We just let him eat whatever he wants.
And Marshall's owners added they just hope he takes time to think about the ordeal during his long winter vacation and hopes it won't happen again next year.